What's going on, everyone? I'm Andrew with Camper Kingdom in Meridian, Mississippi, and today we're going to be viewing this brand new 2021 Forest River Wildwood model 28VBXL. Figured I'd start with the slides closed, showing you guys what it looks like inside, letting you know if you have room at the rest station to get to your refrigerator and the restroom. So 28VBXL Versa Bunk extra light, sleeping room for about 7-8 full-size adults. And as you can tell, you possibly could gain access to your refrigerator. It does work off a 12 volt, but the whole entire slide operates off a 12 volt as well. So simply pressing of a button, that slide right there, while hooked to the vehicle power, will go out, so you can gain access to your restroom to avoid using some of the public restrooms nowadays. So we're going to start on the outside, then making our way inside. So if you want to see some of the inside features, stick around towards the end. And also, let's try something new this time. Let me know down below if I should start on the inside and then do the outside. So let's get started. So coming at you 33 feet 2 inches in length with a dry weight as this unit here sits of 6,307 pounds, as this 2021 Forest River Wildwood model 28VBXL outdoor kitchen, sleeping room for 7 or 8, really depending on the size of your guest. GVWR on this unit here, let's take a look. 7,790 pounds. That is the combined gross vehicle weight rating, what this camper possibly could weigh with all of your stuff inside of it, plus all the holding tanks filled. Speaking of weight, here on the front of the unit, you're looking at a tongue weight of 790 pounds. So definitely check the load and tow capacity of your vehicle before purchasing this model here. I'm calling it an all-electric one. So you can have electric tongue jack on the front, and you're also going to have electric stabilizers on the front and the rear in this coach here. There's one leg there, and I hope you guys can see the second one back there. One smooth aluminum front cap, and they've added the diamond plate on the front to protect it from some of the different road debris you may be experiencing while going into different terrains, maybe of a rocky terrain like what you're seeing it on, or even some of today's modern roads in America. You never know. Battery disconnect switch located over here, and there will be a battery provided with a battery housing here. Just disregard all the wires at the moment. We don't hook those up until the unit sells here at Camper Kingdom. 2 propane bottles in the front, electric tongue jack once again with a lift capacity of 3,500 pounds, but again 790 pounds located on the ball of your truck. So here on the main side of the unit, you met with one fully electric 16-foot awning, and just about every awning on the market nowadays has some sort of LED lights. These are going to be white in color. Hope you guys can see what they look like back there. There's a little better shot of them. Outdoor speakers, and there's a blue LED light located in both of those, so you could be underneath your 16-foot awning jamming out to your tunes, hanging out around the outdoor camp kitchen, cooking on your new griddle. Hooks directly to the propane located underneath the coach. That's the tag identifying that there. And while we're down here, I'm going to go ahead and point out too, that is the dumping valve for the freshwater holding tank on the unit here. So miniature refrigerator, camp kitchen. You do have the sprayer, so you can set up a table, maybe clean off the fish, clean the fish, spray off the dog, who knows, coming back from the beach. Tires on this unit are Castle Rock ST 205 75 R14s, and these are resting on 2 twin Lippert 3,500 pound axles. Coming around to the back of the unit, not much really to show here on the unit. You got one 4x4 steel bumper, spare tire. I do pray that you guys never have to utilize that. Blind side camera prep. These are additional, but if you haven't seen how these things work, check her out on YouTube. There's some pretty cool videos out. I should probably do one myself, but they're really cool to have, especially if you're having to do all the backing at the campgrounds, or maybe even after. They're cool to have. Power connections back here in the back, which is nice because, as you can tell, most of the campgrounds locate their power supply back here. Not showing you mine. That's just mine. But anyway, so power supply back here in the back. All the sewer connections. So one dumping station on this unit here. All the gray handles and black handles located right here. That way you're not fumbling around with multiple hoses, you know, up in the front and the back. Most bunkhouses typically do have that. 6-gallon gas and electric hot water heater, city water connections, and your black tank flush also located right here next to the dumping station on this unit. The slide mechanism on this unit is a Lippert electric gear driven slide. So you're gonna have electric motor on the top and the bottom on both sides. and there's a quick shot of the track up on the top, and a good shot of the pass-through on the front. A decent amount of pass-through on this unit, and I forgot to point out the stabilizer controls. So you're going to have two different controls, one for the front, one for the rear, there and there, and they're going to only go down until they feel a certain amount of resistance before they stop. But now we're going to go ahead and head inside. So here inside the unit, you're met with one total slide, sleeping room for 6, possibly 7 full-size adults. And I think you guys will understand why I'm saying 6 or 7, but possibly room for 8 or 9, just really depending on the size of your guest. 5'3" in the slide height, so slide box is a 5'3", and that's because there is a little step up getting into the slide there, about 6 inches of step up. The main ceiling height on this coach from the center of the floor to the ceiling of 6'6". So if you're a taller individual, definitely watch your head when coming throughout the coach here. GoPro does not provide the best in sound quality, but check this out, sound test for you. 2 Coleman Mach air conditioners on this coach, rear mounted controls for this one here, but it does have a little hum to it. It's not a whisper quiet unit though. So the new Versa Lounge, this will lay out to a couple of different arrangements. I'll show you what that looks like closer towards the end of the video. But while we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and point out all the blackout shades throughout the coach, but look at the windows with them open. All the light that comes through. These are breeze windows on both ends of the slides, and these can be opened. Just simply pressing of the plungers there will raise the window upwards there. But I even like how they add the valance on both sides. That way in the morning, you don't have to worry about that sun coming through, or even later in the evening. Also like how they added the additional LED light over the slide. That way you don't have to turn all the lights on inside the coach when you have a bunkhouse full of guests over. Coming around to the kitchen, you met with one 11 cubic foot all electric refrigerator. And at the date and time of making the video, here's the price on this model here. So all electric refrigerator does work off of the 12 volt on the coach. So while going down the road, the refrigerator will in fact stay cold, keeping all of your goods. There you go, lock that there. Keeping all your goods from coming out, and also keeps them cold while going down the road. Pressed membrane countertops all the way throughout the coach, and this is still just Formica. They just heated up a plastic and rotated it around the edges. That way it doesn't swell when you get water into the Formica. Plastic drop-in sink with a residential type faucet. Even added the nice drying rack there. And here's a shot of the 50-50 split plastic sink right there. All the controls in the unit for your slide operation, just one slide, one awning, light switches, so your water heater and water pump. And these are the tank monitoring stations located right next to the entry door, with a fireplace, the fire extinguisher is also located at. 32-inch all electric fireplace. This does produce around 5,000 BTUs of heat, but this is also the location for possibly a 50-inch flat screen TV. And I like how they've done the kind of a wood grain look with the shiplap. They've carried over the pressed membrane countertops, even allowing you a cutout provided for the all your cords to go down for maybe a satellite box or a gaming station. And if you don't camp in the winter, you can turn the heat off, which is coming from here, producing around 5,000 BTUs, just using the night light behind the fireplace there to produce a little bit of sleeping light for your guests. Maybe you have younger guests and they don't like all the lights on, but they don't want them all turned off. Thermostat for the unit located here in the hallway, and that's for this unit here. So heading back into the bunkhouse, you're going to have the Versa Bunk, which will lay out to about a queen size bed, but you're also going to have these 2 bunks up on the top. These will flip up out of the way, just like such. That way you can turn this back bunk room into just one massive, possibly seating room for the kids on a rainy day. This will lay out to a bed. I will show you what that looks like here in just a moment. 12 volt charger, 110 outlet, pressed membrane countertop again, coming right around as you're sitting. So a little bit of storage space for your guest. 110 outlets for the top bunk if that was laid flat. And if you were to have a TV connection, that's where it's going to be placed at, right over here. And again, I do apologize for the light, but you do have TV connections right under there. So maybe room for a smaller 23 to 28 inch TV. Don't quote me on that one, please. Anyway, heading into the main bedroom area, you're going to be met with a 60 by 74 queen size bed. And Wildwood has definitely left you with enough room to upgrade this mattress to into possibly a residential mattress. Residential mattresses are a little bit longer, so you will still have enough room to walk around the bed. CPAP friendly on both of the hanging closets on each side, so cutout space is provided, giving you room. There you go, there's another view there. That's the 110 outlet, so if you have a CPAP machine, you have access to both on both sides of the bed. Hanging rods also with a shiplap accent at the head of the bed there. Blackout shades all the way throughout the coach, and if you decided you wanted to add a television, you will have TV connections at the foot of the bed. You'd have to install some kind of mount there, possibly room for a 32-inch mount on the wall here at the foot of the bed. But speaking of storage, underneath the queen-size bed, you have some miscellaneous storage totes there. But this is one thing I like. I call this a shoe garage, maybe just room to stash a pair of sandals, and you will have access to the underbelly of the unit there. Heading inside the main bathroom area, you're going to be met with a 2-piece plastic shower. 38 by 22 are the actual measurements of the shower. So 2-piece plastic shower, full radius bar at the top, and I want to point out the shower curtain slash door material. More of a plastic material. I would definitely recommend leaving the door open after showering to allow that material to dry. Pressed membrane countertops with a plastic sink, plastic faucet, medicine cabinet provided with additional storage also behind it. But guys, while I'm here, just to make a joke, you can definitely tell how wide the doors are. I'm not that big of a guy, but there are some little doors going into this bathroom. Plastic foot flush toilet. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get this Versa Lounge set up into one of its different arrangements. Right now it's set up into the L shape. I'm going to go ahead and turn it into one massive sleeper before turning it back into just a seating arrangement. So now I've got it laid out in its full sleeping arrangement to show you guys how much walk around room you're going to have in this thing set up. So sleeping room, once again, for possibly 6, 7, maybe 8 people, just really depending on the size of your guest. 2 full down bunks on the top, but if you don't want these, again, don't forget they do flip up out of the way. And I've got the Versa Lounge laid out, sleeping room possibly for 2 or 3, just really depending on the size of your guest. But now we're going to get this laid out into its full seating arrangement. And I cannot believe I forgot to point out to you guys all these different totes provided, totaling around 20 total cubic feet of additional storage. And what's really cool about these totes, you can maybe pass one of these over to little Johnny and tell him to go pack. Get them more involved in loading out the camper, getting ready to go pack for camping. But just a ton of seating room, U-shaped booth, looking right at the TV there, playing your cards. But for everybody that follows along, here's a sneak peek of what's to come. 2021 Keystone Alpine rear living model. I'll be getting to it within the next few days. But like, subscribe, leave me a comment, tell me what you want to see more of or even less of. For pricing and availability, I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can go back and check that out. If you're on my YouTube channel and there's any video of any camper you see and you're looking for that model and it's hard to find, give me a call, shoot me an email. We can special order that unit for you. Price will determine upon the time of ordering it because every camper is different. The pricing market's been going on right now. It just really fluctuates. So like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a new video to the channel. Peace!